What's up guys, and welcome to Beauty and Blush. Today I am going to be doing a tutorial on a neutral look, but with a bit of color in it. You're just going to pop it in so that you can kind of have the best of both worlds with your makeup. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start with obviously what you put on your face, on your skin, your routine, you know. So for me personally, I use Meaningful Beauty. I acquired some when I used to work for a company that sold this. By all means, you don't have to use this exact one, but this is a facial cleanser, so it gets all the gunk off of your face. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've gone ahead and used my facial cleanser to get rid of any dirt and grime that might have been there. Once you let your face dry, you want to go ahead and with your next step. For me, I use these two things right here. Again, these are more Meaningful Beauty products. Really, you can use whatever you like. Mine specifically help with wrinkles and glow and things like that. I have one that is a glowing serum from Meaningful Beauty. Notice it has the strike through from where I acquired it from. And I also use the Ultra Lifting Filling Treatment, especially right through here, for those crow's feet and under eye lines and things like that. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so once you let that dry a little bit, what I like about Meaningful Beauty is that it kind of adds that, like, I feel like I already see a glow immediately, so that's what I really like about it. So the next thing you want to do is your primer. At least this is the way I do it. I'm sure a lot of you guys have your own ways of doing your face, and if not, this is the way I do it, and I hope you find something useful from it. So, I'm going to start with the NYX Photo Loving Primer. If I can do things right. Can you see that? Can I see that? That's a better question. So I'm starting with this. I put just a little bit, like that's it. That's all I use, because this stuff goes a long way. I like it because it's very sheer. It doesn't really feel like you have it on once you let it dry. So yeah, it's pretty useful. Okay, so now that that's dry, we're going to move on to concealer. I don't use a whole lot of concealer. I really just use it for under my eyes and kind of along my cheeks. As you can see, I have some dark coloration along my cheeks here where my beard grows. So that's really where I use it. So the concealer I'm about to use is actually Sheer Cover, and it's got the light and the medium. Now, as you can tell, my skin is not really either of these colors, but since it's a concealer, I kind of put it underneath so it'll shine through the foundation once I put it on. So I use mainly this color for the concealer. So then I just take it and I dot it on both sides, and then I just dot it a little more and rub it in. Just under my eyes, a little bit in the corner. And since I have this light on my face, you can really see it. I'm going to take a little more and put it right along my nose. Because if you can see, my nose has some unevenness here. It's from wearing glasses all the time, and I have some pore issues here from the oils and things. So I put some on my nose as well, mainly just right around the center area. And I'm just going to take what's left over and run it along under my eyebrow. I don't know why I do that. I guess because it kind of helps set for my underbrow highlights that I use later on. So there you go. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, right now I'm not using actual foundation, because currently the foundations I have don't match my skin. Foundation is one of the hardest things, in my opinion, to get the correct color. I have nothing against this foundation, except I don't particularly like the bottled foundations just because they can be really messy. As you can see, I've got it gunshots or something. I live in the South, so I hear gunshots a lot. Anyway, but see, there's like makeup on it and stuff like that. So what I'm using right now is this another ELF product. It is a tinted moisturizer. Let me see if I can get that to where you can see it better. Pardon the weird face I'm making in the camera. But it's a tinted moisturizer. It comes in, I believe this color is Sand. It's a closer shade to my actual skin tone. It's very sheer, it goes on smooth. You can't even tell it's there once you get it on. And I just put this all over because it's essentially my exact skin tone pretty much. I even rub it a little bit into the beard, not too much, but a little bit. And then some under my neck. And see, I once heard that the best thing you can do for foundation is pick the one that you can hardly even tell that it's there, because it matches so well. And I think that's true, and that's why I like, this tinted moisturizer, because it's not exactly foundation, but it does go on to give your skin a bit of a glow. And it also has SPF 20 in it. Again, you want to protect your face, especially, I'm kind of okay sometimes in the sun because I have darker skin, but if you have lighter skin, you especially want something with SPF 20 or, you know, whatever you can get to help protect your face. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to get into my NYC Smooth Skin bronzer. As you can see, I use it a lot. So I'm just going to take this is a drugstore brush, just a foundation brush you like, just take that, and I'm just going to swirl it in there. And then what I like to do is go over certain places. So I kind of use this for like contour, and I use it in the hollows of my cheeks. And then I also like to take it and do just a little bit on the sides of my nose, and then right around the edges of my hairline and my jawline. And I do that because it just, I don't know, it just looks right. I don't know, to me, I like it. And now what I tend to do to finish up, normally I would have foundation on over this, or underneath rather. Normally what I do is I have this is NYX as well. I love NYX products. I use, pretty much that's all I buy when I go to Ulta is NYX. But this is a Glam Shadow Stick. And I think it's just, I don't think it has a specific shade. It's gold. You can see it. It's gold. And what I like to do with this, it's got some glitter in it, if you can see that. It's got a nice shine to it. So what I like to do is take that and rub a little bit on my cheek as a highlight. Because when I try to use, like, I don't know, like light highlighters and creams and stuff, it just makes my face look weird. So I use this as a little bit of highlight. I use it in the center of my nose. I use it on the Cupid's bow. And right underneath the lip. And then I usually stroke some right under my eyebrows. And gold especially works if you have a warm skin tone. So anyway, so I take that, and with the same brush I use for foundation, you don't have to clean it before. I usually just clean this brush after I'm done doing everything, since it does a lot of stuff on my face that are like the same shade. So then I take it and I just buff it out. Okay, so hopefully you can see. That it gives a little bit of highlight. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to want to do is start on my eyes. It's going to be kind of a natural neutral, but it's going to have a slight pop of color in it. Because people are always like, oh, you always do all these bright colors and all this dramatic stuff, so I found a way to kind of incorporate both. And for those of you who really like dramatic makeup, but sometimes you want to tone it down for, you know, I don't know, specific occasions like a work thing, or maybe you're just going out and you don't want to put on a lot of makeup. This is what I like to do. So as a primer, I'm taking Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Studio. This one is in number 5, Too Cool. It's just a white cream eyeshadow. And what I do is I use this as a primer and I just put it all over my eyelid. A little bit in the corner even, and I take it all the way up to my brow. And you don't have to use a lot, as you can see I didn't use very much. And I just like to do that because I find that whenever you use a cream, especially a white cream underneath a powder, it makes the powder pop more. Even with neutrals, it really makes it, you know, it makes it stand out, and it also makes it stick better to your face. I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. Put a little bit in there. As you've noticed, I like to use my fingers for a lot of stuff up until the point where I get to like my eyeliner and things like that. And another reason for that is sometimes when you use your finger as compared to a brush, you can get more pigmentation on your eyelids. And I don't know why that is. I'm not a brush technician or whatever. All I'm saying is that it seems to put more pigment onto my eyelids, whereas some brushes, they kind of absorb a lot of the powder, and I don't really like that because it takes away a lot of the pigment. But if you like a more toned down look, then maybe that's for you. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. I'm really still getting used to this whole zooming background beauty guru thing, so bear with me here. So I'm going to take this and then I'm going to dive into my NYC Neutral palette. This is just another one. NYC is a cheap makeup that you can get at pretty much any convenience store or drugstore. Not convenience store, drugstore. I have yet to see makeup sold in a convenience store in America, but I've only lived in a few states, so whatever. Anyway, so I'm just going to take... I like to go from the lightest color to the darkest color, so I'm going to take this color here. It's kind of like a nude buff color, and just work it into my brush. Then I take it and I do that right underneath the eyebrow. Also put this lighter shade, your lighter shade, right on the inside of your eye. About, not quite halfway, but right in the corner in here. So the next color we're going to use is this kind of bronzy color. I'm going to do that outside of where I just did that light shade. On the lid. And I kind of like to blend it up into the crease just a little bit. I sometimes like to just do a little bit out like that. Next, you're going to go a shade darker. So this shade here. This is kind of like a, I don't know, I guess a chestnut color. It has a bit of like a reddish, maroonish pigmentation to it. So like I said, if you have paler skin, this might look more red on you, so just be careful of that. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to go right above where I just put the other shade. And I'm going to do it all in my crease and around my lid. And that's really all you need for the beginning of the neutrals. If you want, you can take a little bit of a darker shade directly into the crease to add a little definition if you want to make your eyes pop a little bit more. And now this color, you're going to want to use, if you want to use a theme, you can do whatever color you want. I'm going to use one that matches my shirt, kind of. I guess this is like a plum color. I don't know. So yeah, once you've cleaned your brush, you're going to take a color that kind of matches what you've got on or your theme or whatever. You're going to take it, and I'm going to, for this look specifically, I'm using this purple color. I'm kind of putting it in here. There's going to be another color added into that, but I'm going to take it into this purple, like so. And then I'm just going to put it right along the top, right under my eyebrow here, like so. And I'll get it a little closer so you can see that. I'm going to gonna take a thin brush again after I've cleaned it, and I'm gonna dip into a more of like a reddish to kind of blend it to make this color. So this is an LA Colors palette. This I actually got at I think a dollar store. It's okay, it's not very pigmented, but I use it for occasions just like this one. I'm gonna take this red color, this reddish pink, get a little bit on my thin brush, and I'm gonna just kind of mix that right in just a little bit directly under the brow. So I'm just gonna buff that out. Okay, I think that's it for the shadow. Now we're gonna go on to the eyeliner. So again, I have another NYX Cosmetics product. This is a NYX gel liner. I believe the shade is Jet Black. You could use this for this look. You could use any eyeliner you want really, as long as it corresponds with whatever you've got going on. So like I could use a purple eyeliner, but I'm just gonna use black. Okay, so there's that, and this liner is looking a little bit Egyptian today. That's okay. Eyeliner is possibly one of the hardest things to apply to your face. I'm just gonna try and even this up a little bit, and it doesn't have to be perfect. If you're happy with it, that's all that really matters. So what I like to do is I will usually do a little bit right here as well. I just kind of bring it up into the eyeliner I've already got going on. And if you're not happy with your wing, this is what I like to do. So I have a makeup wipe here. These are Aveeno Active Naturals Ultra Calming makeup wipes. They even remove mascara sometimes, depending on the mascara. They do have a strong scent, so those of you that are really sensitive to fragrances may not want to use this one. But they do smell good. They smell like flowers and things. So I'm gonna take that, and I know some of you might be having a heart attack right now. Oh my God, tell me he's not gonna wipe off what he just did. No. I mean, in a way, yes, but no. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna actually take my concealer brush, because it has a thin tip. I'm gonna fold out my makeup wipe, and I'm gonna just fold it over my brush like so. So now what that will do, I can take it along my eye and clean up my eyeliner just a bit. It's not a perfect method, but as you can see, it made that wing a little sharper. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna wanna do is, you don't have to curl your eyelashes, especially guys that like to wear makeup that are watching this. Some guys don't like mascara, they don't like to curl their eyelashes, they just want to do eyeshadow and eyeliner and that's it. And I was that way for a very long time. So you don't have to curl your eyelashes, I'm going to though. And this is just a cheap, let's see if I can see what brand it is. Let me become a librarian for 2 seconds. Oh, and that doesn't look half bad. Also, if you wear glasses and you're doing your makeup, you kind of just assume it looks good, then you put your glasses on, you're like, oh, okay, that looks nice. So I'm glad it kind of turned out. So I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, and you want to get in as close as possible, and then I like to just kind of push, clip, and push into my eye and hold it for a few seconds. Hopefully that worked. If you have really long eyelashes like me, sometimes they can be unruly even if you curl them. So be careful not to pinch your eyelid because that hurts. So now you can leave it here. I'm gonna put some mascara on, and I'm gonna be using a colored mascara for this. Again, since it's meant to be kind of a mix between neutral and bold, you can use a colored mascara or just black. Or you don't have to use any mascara at all if you don't want to. So this is NYX Color Mascara, and the color is purple/violet. And it's really beautiful if you just take it out and look at it here. It's got a really nice purple shade to it. And I'm not going to do any bottom mascara. I normally don't because my bottom eyelashes aren't very long at all. But you can if you want to, especially if you're a girl and you have longer eyelashes. Plus, when you close your eyes, if you do what I just did and you close your eyes while they're still wet, you'll get some purple down there anyway. I'm just gonna take my makeup wipe and get some of this purple off that's on my cheek now. And now the only other thing that I do to this look is I take a glitter type powder in the same shade as my eyeliner, and I use my angled brush over top of that. Again, I'm using a NYX product. Surprise, surprise. This is Roll On Shimmer. And this one is like a, let's see. This is RES07 Taupe. It's kind of like a brownish onyx mixture kind of color. And it goes on like this. Now, I'm not just gonna roll it on, obviously, because that'll mess up the makeup I already have. So what I do is I clean this. You don't have to, since it's going over where you already have your eyeliner, but I'm gonna clean it. So what you wanna do, what I normally do is I'll take this and I'll actually shake it a little bit, and you can see there's glitter coming out of it already. And I'll actually roll it on the back of my hand, like this. And if I was doing a review of this, can you see how beautiful that is? I have several of these, they're awesome. You can get them at Ulta or Sephora, I believe. You can probably also order them online. They're maybe $6 a roll, I think. So what I do is I just roll it on the back of my hand, and then I take my angled brush and I just rake it through there. And now the brush is covered in that glitter. So what I'm going to do is take that and apply it directly over top of my eyeliner. And like I said, you don't have to do that. This is the finished eye. You don't have to do that, I just like to do it. That glitter didn't actually exactly match. So there's kind of like a brown sheen to it, but that's okay. But yeah, so this is the overall look. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then I'll be right back with you guys to talk a bit more about it. Alright guys, so here is the finished look. With both my eyes, as you might notice, the eyeliner is a little off. This eyebrow is a little higher than this one, so sometimes I can't get that line as angled as I want it, but it's alright. So here it is with my glasses on, and now I can see it better. I think it looks pretty good. So the purpose of this look is to kind of mix the best of a neutral and a bold look. So you have the bold eyeliner and the pops of color underneath the brow, which usually serve as your highlight, but for this look you add some color there. And then you just have the neutral across the lid to give it a nice highlighted sort of look. And then the purple mascara, which I don't know if you guys can see it really with the camera, but... And of course, you can never have enough shimmer. So this is the look. You can always tone this down. If you want to do just a neutral, you can use the first steps from my video with just a very light amount of eyeliner, or maybe a taupe or skin tone colored eyeliner, no mascara if you just want to keep it as neutral as possible. But this look is kind of more for like summer meets casual kind of look. Normally I would put like bright colorful eyeshadow like where I have the neutrals and stuff, so it's not my normal look, but I started coming up with it when people were telling me, well, that's an awful lot of makeup, which I don't really care, but I was like, well, maybe I can tone it down for certain situations. So here it is. I hope you guys like it. If you like my tutorials, if you like me and my videos, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe, whichever way it is, and I will make sure to make more videos for you guys. Positive message of the day: you always feel as good as you think you look. That's my personal opinion. So this kind of ties in with doing what makes you happy. So if you really enjoy makeup like I do, then what you want to do is you want to do that, obviously, because it makes you happy. If it makes you happy inside, then I don't see what the harm is, you know. And forget those people that tell you that it doesn't look right. Forget those people that would judge you because, let's say for my example, I'm a boy and I wear makeup, and a lot of people don't like that. And you know, I'm not here to please those people. I'm here to please myself. And when I put this makeup on, I look good, I feel good, makes me feel confident and happy, and I feel like I can conquer anything. So it's really empowering just to get it on and do it. Even just for a few minutes if I'm not even going out. Sometimes I'll do it anyway just because I like how it looks and how it makes me feel. So I hope you guys can take something positive away from that. Always be true to yourself and always do what you love. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Beard and Blush, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.